Hello guys, welcome back to Pestify channel. It has been renamed. Earlier it was Shankar Sweet on Cloud. However, you still might see my old videos with the same intro. However, I would request you to consider this as the official one from now on. But this is not about the channel name. This is all about our topic that we are going to cover in this demo, and this is nothing but the IaC tool, infrastructure as a code tool called Terraform. And when we talk about Terraform, we also talk about infrastructure as a code concept. So let me first tell you what is infrastructure as code, and that makes you aware of or makes you understand what Terraform is. So when you write any infrastructure in code files in a declarative way, that comes under the conceptual version for infrastructure as a code, okay, where you track, you version, you reuse, and you share your infrastructure like a software. You just run one command to provision and update cloud resources. And when we talk about infrastructure as a code, we also think of cloud formation when we work with AWS. So let me tell you, there are tools available for AWS. It is cloud formation, and Red Hat also have one tool called Ansible. And here we are covering HashiCorp. Let me tell you the basic difference between all of them. So when we talk about language, Terraform uses HCL language, its own language called HashiCorp config language, and your cloud formation is only based on AWS. It uses JSON and YAML, and at the same time, Ansible also uses YAML in both the ways, like imperative and declarative. And what imperative and declarative is, I have already covered it in my Jenkins intro part, so you can have a quick look there as well. So when we focus on provisioning infrastructure, we use Terraform. Terraform is the best for provisioning infrastructure. And when we work with AWS resources and only infra provisioning part, then we consider CloudFormation. And when we manage your configuration as well as you automate it, we prefer to go with Ansible. All right. So it's in simple words, if you are building a cloud infra, Terraform. If you're building an AWS infra, CloudFormation. If you like to install packages and restart your services, go with Ansible. Okay. And since we are talking about provisioning and infrastructure, managing infrastructure as a code, so we'll only focus on Terraform, right? So when we talk about Terraform, first thing is to install it on your machine. How you can do it? For I'll walk you through for the Windows version. You can have a look on to the Linux version as well. I might share the steps on in the description of this video after I am done with this. So if I click on the next tab, here is Terraform Terraform package, like .zip file. You can download it from here. Click install. It will run on your machine, and once it is done installing it, see, this is all about how it interacts with several cloud providers. So AWS is on top. So we are also covering AWS, so we'll stick to it. So once your package is downloaded, you can always say control in the run, and I'm sorry, not control. You can always go here and go to the C, Windows, come here, and let's say I'll go into the properties of it. I'm into properties, and now I'll say, let me scroll down, advanced system settings, environment variables. So wherever you capped the .exe file, once it is downloaded, you just copy the path of it, come here in the system variables, double click it, and like that you can copy the path. All right, wherever you capped exe into it. And once you are done, click OK, and again OK, and again apply, and then OK. I have already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. And once you're done, open command prompt and say Terraform hyphen version. It will give you the Terraform version what we have installed on the machine. So you are good here. For Linux, what all you need to do is if you are using Ubuntu machine, you just do the sudo apt-get update, and there is one curl command. You can always come here and look for your system. If your operating system is Linux, you can download the Linux version of it. But uh, I'll I'll be honest, you just go here, go to the description, and just simple copy paste the things to your Linux terminal. Okay. So once you're done, you just create a Terraform directory and create any Terraform file, which we will be doing in our coming videos. We'll start with some EC2 provisioning, S3 provisioning, and so on. This is the public repo. You can always access it. Just come here and clone it like this. In order to clone, I'm not sure whether I should cover this here, but I'll walk you through the steps for cloning this. So you must have um authentication in place. What all you need to do is, once you are into GitHub, go here in the settings and click developer settings in the end, and there is personal access tokens classic, and create a token and create the API and uh, configure it on your machine, and you're good to go. Or else you can simply go back, go to settings again. This is called SSH and JPJ. You can store your SSH key here. All right. All right. And this is all about Terraform. However, when you interact with AWS, what first you need to do is you need to have something to interact with AWS resources. And for in doing so, you must have the AWS CLI configured. So we are on Windows. What we'll do, we'll install it. We have already, I have already done it for myself. You can always come here in this link and uh, click this. There will be MSI install. Just install it like that, and you're good to go. If it doesn't work, then again go to the advanced system settings and paste the path for the AWS CLI as well, and come here in the and you can do AWS configure. Once your CLI is installed, you hit AWS configure, and it will ask your access key. Already have configured it, secret key, default region, output, and so on. Once you enter this up, it would not be visible for you for the first time because you haven't configured it. But once you are done with the configuration once, it will be there uh, as long as your IAM keys exist in the portal itself. So where you need to go to create the access keys and secret keys, go to IAM service, users, create user, do the Terraform keys or Terraform user like that. And I don't have to provide the console access. I go here in the next. If I have the group, I'll attach it. Otherwise I'll prefer to attach policies directly. So I already have provided administrator access because I need to work with several services. But if you like to customize your permissions, you don't need to give admin access for your Terraform. If you are working for just EC2 and VPC, you can always customize it and grant access to simple EC2 as well, like that, EC2 full access, and so on. But if you are testing it on a personal account, worth to give administrator access so that you won't come up with the issues and all. Click next, and it will ask you to create user. Once the user is created, it will give you to download the CSV. Just download the CSV and go to the terminal command prompt, hit AWS configure. It will ask you to enter access key. Open that CSV file, get the access key, paste here, get this, paste here, and region wherever you'd like to provision your resources under. And your output would be, I have kept it as default, none, because I am not specific to any preferred language here, so I have kept it like none for now. And this is how you can interact with AWS. Make sure you watch the next videos so that you can always work with these modules separately, so you can have the independent provisioning. If you go to EC2, there are multiple things, and I already have the videos covered. You can go through those videos on YouTube. It is a part of that playlist that you have recently played. If not, you can play the playlist to go through the Terraform stuff. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.